This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of October 10th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. The Mill, a nonprofit center for entrepreneurship in Bloomington, is expanding its Startup Summer program to college students statewide. The program is a paid internship that allows students to focus solely on their startups, and the Mill's Andy Lehman says that was key for the students' progress this summer.
One of the biggest things we heard back was, if you weren't doing this with us this summer, what would you be doing? And they essentially universally said, we'd probably still be working on our startup, but we wouldn't have the focus or be doing it full time. We'd have to get part-time jobs.
The program is growing from 8 to 10 weeks, and participants will receive a stipend of up to $4,500 to help cover costs. A subsidiary of New Jersey-based Capacity cut the ribbon today on its 260,000 square foot fulfillment hub in Whitestown. Capacity Midwest, which provides third-party logistics services for a variety of industries, says the facility will employ 250 workers when fully operational. Columbus-based Cummins is heavily investing in hydrogen power as part of its global decarbonization goals with the dedication of an electrolyzer manufacturing facility in Minnesota. The powertrain maker has allocated a nearly 90,000 square foot section of an existing plant to build the system that splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Mark your calendar for IBJ's Women of Influence event on October 27th. We'll be unveiling this year's class of Indy's most powerful and inspiring women. Join us as we celebrate their successes and reveal the triumphs and challenges that have shaped their careers. RSVP by October 20th at ibj.com/events.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Although Indiana's statewide college completion rates continue to show improvement, education officials caution there aren't enough Hoosiers earning degrees overall to meet the state's workforce needs.
A final report released last week by the Indiana Commission for Higher Education showed the on-time college completion rate for 2021 graduates was 45.3%, continuing a 5-year improvement trend. Extended time college completion, which includes students finishing studies within 6 years for any degree type, also showed upward progress, rising to 66.1%. Still, the report emphasized the completion rate is not nearly robust enough to provide Indiana's economy with the skilled talent it needs. Overall, fewer Hoosier students are choosing a college path, and the state's college-going rate is dropping. Just over half of Indiana's 2020 high school graduates chose to go to college compared to 65% 5 years ago. The dip in the college-going rate puts billions of dollars on the line. Each class of Indiana public college graduates contributes $13 billion or more in spending and tax revenue to the state's economy, according to the report. The commission outlined numerous recommendations, including a 35% increase to the Franco-Bannon grant amounts and increased availability of dual credit options for high schoolers. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Renovations of 3 buildings and 2 libraries on the West Lafayette campus of Purdue University, totaling nearly $57 million, have gotten the green light from the Purdue Board of Trustees. Among them is University Hall, one of only 6 original buildings remaining on campus, which will get updated classrooms, collaboration areas for students, faculty, and staff, and student services spaces. The board also adopted recommendations for the school's classroom master plan that will result in updates to 92 classrooms that account for 116,000 square feet of academic space. Thousands of fans got one of the first looks at a 3-year, $360 million renovation at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis at Sunday's Pacers Fan Jam. It's the second biggest renovation in NBA history behind only Madison Square Garden. Pacers Sports and Entertainment President Mel Raines says the project is part of a larger growth effort heart downtown.
We're over $400 million when you take the entertainment complex, all the work we've done here. And then we know that the city's working on everything from the city market area, the jail site just cat-a-corner to where we are, the new Signia Hotel, the redevelopment of the CSX building and the mall. I mean, we're talking about billions of dollars just right here in the heart of downtown.
As part of the Gainbridge project, a 770-space parking garage was demolished to make way for Bicentennial Unity Plaza, which will include expansive art sculptures and a community basketball court that can be converted into a public ice skating rink larger than the one at Rockefeller Center in New York City. The plaza is expected to be finished next spring. Indiana attorney and dealmaker Tom Dockich is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.